This is just a quick video on how to sort paper to be super efficient for your scanning. So a lot of bookkeepers and accountants, their clients show up with a whole ton of paper, and then they have to manually go through and enter the data into an accounting system. In order to leverage artificial intelligence platforms and data extraction, the data has to be digitized. And really the best way, well, not the best way, but in a lot of situations you have to scan the paper to get it into a digital format, like a PDF format. And so we've spent about 3 months working with a bookkeeper in optimizing the best way to scan so that we can scan hundreds, if not thousands, of documents per hour. So in the IX500 ScanSnap, you can have up to 10 profiles. We've got 9 here. So I'll quickly go over them. We have thermal receipts, gas and grocery. Some grocery receipts you actually have to put in a separate pile, like Safeway ones, because they're so thin they get caught in the scanner. Those need to be put in a separate pile. But like gas receipts all work. Then you have thermal receipts that are damaged. Thermal receipts that are damaged, you need to be putting into a carrier sheet, which is like a little plastic business card type pocket. You put the thermal receipt into the plastic pocket, and then you feed the plastic into the scanner, and it scans the damaged thermal receipt. Same thing for those Safeway receipts I was mentioning about, because they're so thin, you have to put them in a carrier sheet. So we usually have between 10 and 20 of these little plastic pockets that we can quickly put the thermal receipts into. And then there's a clean edge from the thermal receipt going into the scanner. And then we have our different profiles. The reason we have single page, single side, and single page, double side is that there is a checkbox in the IX500 which says, remove any blank pages. But what we found is that if you use that checkbox, the software is not always intelligent enough to recognize a blank page. There might be a speck of dirt on the back of an invoice, for example, or there might be a logo. So if you're trying to use single page double-sided and then have the little checkbox for blank page removal, it doesn't always work. And we want to create the right PDF every single time so that the extraction software works properly. So we have single page, a whole stack of vendor invoices and receipts. These are all single page, single-sided. All right, so 8.5 by 11 or legal size. And this is one big pile. And then you do the same for bank and credit card statements. So single page, single side. It doesn't matter if they're in chronological order or not. And then you go single page, double-sided. Again, you put all your vendor receipts into this pile. And so ideally what you do is you have a big table and you simply quickly sort them all into the right pile. Same for bank and credit card statements, and then so on and so forth, right? So 2 pages, single sides. These are 2 physical pages, but only one side of the page actually has the data that you require on it, and so on and so forth, all the way up to 3 pages double side. And this takes care of the bulk of your invoices. And then you have single PDF many pages. So this could be a 17-page invoice from a supplier. It might be like a 12-page bank statement. Unfortunately, you simply have to do those one at a time. You have to do them at one time. There's only so many profiles in the Fujitsu. So you're creating all these different piles. So in this particular example, well, you wouldn't have one for this. Let me just get rid of this here, so you'd only have it for these. So these are all the piles you're gonna have. And then what you do is you simply grab all the thermal receipts, feed them into your ScanSnap. It'll do like 50 in about 1.5 minutes. And then you grab, I'd save these for last. Then you grab all your single page, single sided. I think you can do either 50 or 100. You put a 50 in, it'll create 50 one-page PDFs. And then you do the same for the bank and credit card statements, and so on and so forth. And this way you can scan hundreds, if not thousands, of paper every hour. And you can do a year's worth of paper pretty quickly, upload it to our platform, and then we can actually extract all the data and auto-match the payments from the bank and credit card statements to the vendor invoices and receipts. If your client just doesn't give you the source documents, again, you're simply going to have these piles of paper for bank and credit card statements, and then you can simply quickly scan a year's worth of bank and credit card statements. And that's how you sort paper for really efficient scanning. Obviously, these profiles all need to be set up beforehand, and James has done a video on how to do that. We've done it for the Fujitsu IX500. There are other scanners that have software, that come with them that allow you to create preset profiles, which is what these are. All right, thank you very much.